And all of the divisions that people try to make between all of us are manufactured completely, whether it's by class, whether it's by race, whether it's upstate and downstate. All of this is a mirage to try to distract us from the fact that the working class of this country, no matter who you are and where you've come from, we are all united by a common cause. And we are all here to make our lives better, and the only way we can do that is by fighting for each other.
So what you just saw was a clip from Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. She was doing a town hall in New York. And when was the last time you heard a Democrat talk like that? She was going over how the common person has more in common with each other than with some billionaire elitist. They're using the culture war to divide us. We know this. It's probably, unfortunately, split up and divided many people you know personally because they don't care. The billionaires don't care. As long as you don't come after them, you can fight amongst each other. That's what they think. That's what they genuinely believe. So this got me thinking. After hearing her talk like that, and I'm sure you guys all have seen how she went to Germany, and, well, it's not very common for a member of the House to go abroad and take questions and go on these foreign trips. It's just very unusual. It's usually a sign you're planning something for a bigger office of some sort. But she probably hasn't fully made up her mind yet. A lot of people still think she's going to run for the Senate. She also went to Germany after Kamala Harris said she had no experience. So I think she's trying to make it look like she's actually more informed about the world. So it got me to the point of this video today. AOC, what should she do? Run for president or Senate? And I'm not going to sit here and drag this out the whole video. I'm going to tell you what I think right now, and I'm going to spend the rest of the video going over why I think this is the decision she should make. So I do think she should in fact run for president. It just seems like the most logical option to me. She has the connections with Bernie. She has brought in many advisors as well. She's done the Fighting Oligarchy tour. She has a huge team. She has a massive social media presence. It almost just makes too much sense not to. And look at the other people she's running up against. Gavin Newsom. What is he doing right now? He's doing a book tour. The California governor will launch his Young Men in a Hurry book. I believe it came out a few days ago as the time of me recording this video. Gavin Newsom's book is literally all about himself. That's what these people do. They try and build a character around themselves to gain publicity and support. AOC was talking about the working class. I think people are sick and tired of presidential candidates talking about themselves. They want to see real change. Their lives aren't getting better, and these people think it's a show. AOC needs to run. She might not get another chance. She genuinely might not. A lot of people think she should run for the Senate. But if she does that, she may lose her opportunity. She might be irrelevant by the time 2032 comes around. There might be a Democrat in office by then, and she won't be able to run at that point until like 2036. And by then, who knows how popular she'll be. It's like, imagine if Bernie ran in the 90s. Nobody would have listened and nobody cared. It was not his time. There is a moment to strike, and the moment is now. You have to strike while the iron is hot. It could end up not going very well. But if that's the case, she could always fall back on the Senate. I mean, what she could end up doing is say, there's usually debates months prior before the election. So there'll probably be many debates in August, September, October of 2027. If she's polling at like under 15%, well then yeah, maybe she just drops out and goes to the Senate. Another reason I think she should run at this point is who's going to be the progressive candidate? There is none. Gavin Newsom's establishment, Kamala Harris's establishment, and I haven't even really brought up Kamala Harris too much because look at this. She lost pretty badly in 2024. So I feel like that already disqualifies her, in my opinion. The only reason she's running at this point is her ego. Once you lose, you need to go. Your vision failed. I don't trust you. She didn't run on anything besides being a Republican. She had Liz Cheney with her and said she needed more Republicans in her cabinet. It was horrendous. She was trying to lose that election in my eyes. And Gavin Newsom, he would just be more of the same. AOC has a real vision. Whose message do you think will play more with the average folk in the United States? This slick looking guy from California who keeps talking about himself, who's just picking a fight on Twitter? Or do you think it's going to be a working class message of progress from AOC? I think the working class message of progress will be pretty good. It'll kind of, be like Obama's hope and change message. And look how popular that did. Now, the era of these elections is pretty much gone. But Obama didn't really run a moderate campaign. He ended up governing as a moderate, but he did not campaign as a moderate. Trump didn't either, and he won as well. But maybe you don't care about all that. Maybe the only thing you care about is beating Trump, Vance, Rubio, whoever the candidate is in 2028. And that's the only thing you care about going forward. Well, then, to that I say Kamala Harris should be pretty much disqualified in your mind as well because she lost already. Gavin Newsom, AOC, pretty much the other two big options, it's seeming like. As I went over, what is Gavin Newsom's message going to be? What is Gavin Newsom going to run on? Could you confidently tell me what you think Gavin Newsom's platform will be? Because I have no idea what it'll be. Honestly, I don't think there's going to be much of one, in fact. I think he's just going to kind of go out there, talk about how much Donald Trump is a bad president, and just hope he can take that all the way to the White House. That's not a winning message. It's not. It's not going to inspire people to get off the couch who are really struggling right now. AOC's message might actually inspire people. I mean, look at what's going on right now. Gas prices are through the roof. The economy is tanking everywhere. Prices are up. It's the winning message. It needs to be. It's honestly the only message that might win. If you go down the rabbit hole that we've gone down so many times before of just being the anti-Republican candidate, we're just going to get a Republican again right away. And they keep getting worse. Bill Clinton did nothing, so we got George Bush. Barack Obama did nothing, so we got Trump. Joe Biden did nothing, and we got Trump too. We need to learn the lesson. But maybe you think AOC would be better off in the Senate. And to that I say, why? Why? How did Trump reform the Republican Party? He didn't run for Senate, he ran for president, and then he endorsed every primary challenger that he liked, and they win more often than not. That might be the only way we can really fix the Democratic Party is from the top. If someone like AOC won and then just started endorsing progressives and real fighters across the country, we may actually get what we want. To be honest, that still might happen anyways. I mean, we'll have to see. I think Illinois is going to be a real test to that. We'll definitely have to cover those primary results in a few weeks. But why else? Just to get Chuck Schumer out? I feel like any Democrat can do that. With the amount of name recognition and popularity AOC has, I feel like she'd be wasting it on a Senate seat. Chuck Schumer's bad, and we need to get him out, but I think almost anyone can do that. I genuinely do. He has the stigma of a Joe Manchin, a John Fetterman, and a Kristen Sinema. The Democrats don't want him. And he's super old. He might not even run in 2028 anyways. So, to me, the people who want her to run for Senate, I get the vibe that they just don't want her to run for president in general because they're kind of afraid she might win the primary. That's really what I think. When you are telling her to run for Senate, yeah, I genuinely get the vibe that you just want Newsom to be the nominee. And you don't want her because you think she might be able to beat him. Maybe you disagree. maybe you have a very good argument for why she should go to the Senate. And if so, let me know. Because I can't really think of anything now. After seeing her speeches, after seeing her go abroad, the Fighting Oligarchy tour, I don't see why she shouldn't run for president. And if she doesn't run, like, who's going to be the progressive candidate? Who has the name recognition on the left who can do it? I don't know. I can't think of a single person. Bernie Sanders is too old. Elizabeth Warren's pretty old. Ro Khanna, I don't think has the name recognition, so he'd probably lose pretty bad. So, yeah, let me know if you genuinely and honestly believe she should go to the Senate, not because you just don't want her to run. If you think her skills and her name ID and everything would actually be better off in the Senate, then let me know why you would think that. But I think I've laid out a pretty good case. I think it's time. She needs to run for president, and we might not have much time left to wait either. The Republicans keep getting more extreme, and it might be the only way to fight back. Because if we get a President Newsom, say he even wins, and he does nothing, just like Joe Biden, Obama, and Bill Clinton, we might even get a worse Republican. I know that's hard to imagine, a worse Republican than Newsom, but did I say a worse Republican than Newsom? I mean, he basically is a Republican. I mean, look what he keeps inviting them on all his shows and playing coy with them. But I meant to say a worse Republican than Trump, and I know that's hard to imagine, but look at the people in his cabinet. Would you? I mean, imagine a President Stephen Miller. I can't even imagine it. That would be the end of the U.S. as we know it. Anyways, I just wanted to get out my thoughts after watching her town hall, seeing her go across the world. It's just seeming more likely like she is actually considering a run for president, because I genuinely didn't even think she was considering it. I pretty much thought she was just going to go to the Senate. But no, I think it's a real possibility. And I do think she should do it. And if she does it, I think the base needs to get behind her. It's time for a progressive president. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one.